What drugs do you use?
Fentanyl.
Is that harm reduction? Of course not.
A few years ago, it wasn't so bad. It seems this last year, it's gotten really bad.
I do think it's dangerous.
Welcome to Toronto, where scenes of open-air drug use have become a daily reality throughout the city.
So there are jobs to go around the area and pick up used and dirty needles, crack pipes, and meth pipes.
What's it like for you out here?
Doing drugs.
Whether you get it from a doctor, whether you get it from a dealer, you should not be arresting them.
It's a time for education. Educate your children.
It's not just here, it's all over the city.
People f***ing outside in front of the school.
Go to reach into their mailboxes and there's used needles.
Then you got the people that you elect making it into a slum.
We went to one of the hardest hit areas to see the situation for ourselves.
I'm one of the few people that made it out, I feel like.
It's been a rough summer.
What's the craziest thing you've seen on the streets here?
Ooh.
So right now we are in the neighborhood of Queen West, and the reason why we're here is because we have had residents of this neighborhood reach out to us asking us to basically document what is going on here. There is a lot of open-air drug use that is taking place in this neighborhood. Apparently businesses are suffering because of it, so we're down here to see for ourselves what exactly is going on. We're going to be meeting up with Daniel Tate from Integrity TO, who has some good insights about what is happening and what is potentially causing the issues that are reportedly happening on the streets here. So let's go and see what is going on.
Queen West has always been the cultural and musical hub of Toronto. It has such an incredible history, going back to all the punk clubs and the independent fashion boutiques that used to dot Queen West for decades, really. And to see it in the state that it's in today is truly devastating, really.
Around the intersection of Queen and Bathurst, you'll see many people on the streets struggling with homelessness, drug addiction, and its often visible effects. Locals say the area attracts this activity because of the harm reduction programs operating nearby. The Parkdale Queen West Community Health Center provides free needles, syringes, and pipes for drug use. The primary goal of these programs is to reduce the spread of infectious diseases and prevent overdose deaths. It also previously operated a supervised consumption site where people could consume their own substances under medical supervision before the program was shut down by the province.
I'm sure they provide a lot of important health services. Maybe there's some referral services they do, but one thing that clouds their operations is that they're very into the harm reduction dogma and ideology. So they have no qualms about handing out an obscene number of kits that have syringes and crack pipes and meth pipes, cookers, crack pipes. What is the success criteria for all the public money they're getting? Do they have statistics on the number of people that are getting clean or finding the type of housing they need? They don't have those statistics, yet they're continuing to hand out drug paraphernalia like candy, and it's having a devastating consequence on the nearby vicinity.
At this building here, you can see they have a sign in the window. What do some of the things say here? Pride in harm reduction, and they have a needle, some pills there. Kids shouldn't be seeing this stuff, you know what I mean?
They shouldn't be, but we're being pushed into alleyways and onto the streets because there's no sites and there's no indoor areas for us to go or areas that are enclosed.
Do you want to get clean?
Absolutely.
So you do want to get clean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to get clean?
Oh no.
What drugs do you use?
Fentanyl.
Just fentanyl, eh? All right, thanks for speaking to me.
No problem, brother.
See you, man.
While interviewing this man outside the health center, I noticed him packing his pipe with fentanyl. We stepped away to film another interview and returned roughly 15 minutes later to find the same man slumped over and heavily sedated.
Is that harm reduction? Of course not. And the fact remains that somebody in that state needs intervention.
As someone who works in the sector, what I found an issue with is there's a disconnect between the ability to the want to do it and the ability to actually do it. Because if someone went...
No.
Oh, I didn't say that I was working for...
No.
Okay, sorry.
As I attempted to get the perspective of someone who appeared to be working at the health center, another staff member pulled her away and the two went back inside the facility.
A few years ago, it wasn't so bad. It seems this last year, it's gotten really bad. They're more violent, they're more agitated, they take more risks. Like I said, we got broken into the first time in 5 years.
Are a lot of businesses in this area shutting down, selling?
They're just not opening. It's, you know what I mean? Like they come around here. I mean, I'm not going to open a business in this area, man.
Do you think the city's doing enough?
Oh God, no. They're not doing anything.
You saying that this is a good day?
Yeah.
What's it usually like?
Well, this is all packed with people hanging out, clothes, tents, people passed out, needles hanging out of arms. Like this is actually really clean right now.
I returned a few days later on a much cooler day, and the area outside the health center was packed with people using hard drugs. One man noticed me filming and advised me to be careful when trying to speak with the people outside the facility.
So I'm trying to talk to people out here, and you're advising me not to.
I think it's f***ed up to deal with these people right here.
Why?
I think it's a liability because these guys are all f***ed up.
Do you think it's dangerous for me to be doing this?
It's dangerous for us. I do think it's dangerous. We can try though. It's up to you.
Okay. What's it like for you out here on the streets on a daily basis?
Doing drugs.
What's that?
Doing drugs.
What kind of drugs do you do?
Everything.
It's a mother.
Everything.
Right?
Do everything.
Tina.
Is there a part of you that wants to get clean from the drugs?
Yes and no.
Do you want to get clean?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I have a family back in Peterborough, and I can't wait to get back there.
So housing is a big issue, eh?
Super big issue.
Yeah.
I just got off parole, and they put me in a place which is with a landlord they know would push my buttons.
I can't even believe like the mess that people make, and I always think about my mom and my son like walking by something like that, thinking like, if I think it's crazy, they must think it's even more insane.
Another harm reduction program operating near the intersection of Queen and Bathurst is run by the Meeting Place at West Neighborhood House.
And it's really attracted a very nefarious element of people here, people who are taking advantage of a lot of these people who are in the throes of drug addiction, such as drug dealers and traffickers who are operating with impunity. Good that we have the police here, but people have been asking where have they been for so long, because so often this has been almost a police-free zone. West Neighborhood House, for example, and in fiscal 2025, they made $12 million in public cash. You know, $12 million, a million and change from the city of Toronto, $10 million from the province, and the rest from the feds. So it's our money. We, as taxpayers, are funding this. And so we deserve answers on if the community is getting a return on investment.
So as you can see, they have some sort of container that, Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're going around picking up needles, no?
Yeah, so their job is to go around the area and pick up used and dirty needles, crack pipes and meth pipes. You know, what kind of situation are we in where we have to hire teams that are, paid with tax money to go around picking up needles?
Medication's quality of life. Whether you get it from a doctor, whether you get it from a dealer, you should not be arresting them. It's quality of life. Medication's quality of life for different people. Addicts, any dealers, they're all respectful of kids. They hide it from the children. I watch it all the time.
As we walk through nearby Alexandra Park, we observed many people who appeared to be heavily sedated, some holding pipes. At the same time, children were participating in a summer camp just a short distance away. We spoke with a camp staff member about what they were seeing.
It's been a rough summer. It's been getting worse. A lot of people have different ways of coping. They're using drugs. We've got a lot of addicts, and unfortunately that can impact the safe use of the park for everybody. A solution is not always set up in the park. We need to find better, real solutions, like better housing and social supports, in a way that the park can be used by everyone.
Our parks are community amenities. They're for law-abiding, tax-paying, honest citizens and families who want a respite from the concrete jungle. Is there much of a respite here when you have to step through needles and pipes and active drug dealing? And where are the police? Where's anybody saying this is a no-go zone for that type of activity?
Government doesn't take care of them how they're supposed to. Fentanyl and worse drugs, they're coming through borders. It's unstoppable.
There's a lot of footage in this report that we can't show on YouTube because the platform would likely censor it. We wanted to show you what's really happening on the ground, but some of that footage puts our channel at risk. If you want to see the full uncensored version of this report, along with other exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, head over to rebelnewsplus.com. We also spoke with a woman working in harm reduction who was conducting outreach in the park.
I think it's ignorant to come into a neighborhood because housed people are complaining about unhoused residents. Okay. Like, these folks are just as part of community as anybody else is.
The washrooms are really rough too, right? Like we have kids going barefoot from splash pad into the washroom.
What if there's a needle?
So we're using our own resources to check the park.
I think now would be the time more than ever to advocate for programs that help actually alleviate this, rather than being like, F this, we don't want to see drug use. There's kids, like, it's a time for education. Educate your children.
I see Oriental guy the guy who passed out, the Oriental guy was going through his stuff and taking some stuff, went to another guy, take some stuff. Even those guys didn't react.
We all used to work in a safe consumption site
Okay.
before it got closed. So now, instead of doing this inside four walls that were safe,
Right.
we're now coming to parks and having to respond to overdoses in front of people, which I'm sure isn't pleasurable for anybody.
This drug normalization, which I think really accelerated after governments liberalized other drugs, it sent a really bad message. It sent the message that it's okay.
People are going to do drugs. It's just making it so that they're not getting HIV and Hep C and doing drugs. They're not getting those things and doing drugs safely.
We have a liberal government, unfortunately, that says they're going to do all these amazing things. And they say they're going to take care of people and house people and take care of poverty. They don't do any of those things. And this problem remains. And it's not just here, it's all over the city.
People shitting on the park benches where you're supposed to take your kid for lunch. People f***ing outside in front of the school.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good.
This neighborhood was on an upswing pre-COVID and pre the NDP and a liberal coalition that allows this open drug use to take place throughout Canada. Olivia Chow, Malik, their group of cronies are destroying our city.
What's the craziest thing you've seen on the streets here?
Oh, what is it, like 5 ambulances in one spot within 10 minutes, or...
For overdoses?
Yeah. I've noticed it getting worse, though, after they closed all the injection sites.
These people deserve to be taken care of, but they're not. They're not being taken care of. They're not being taken seriously. They're not being housed. They're not being helped. And this is a product of a government that spends money on things that don't matter versus putting money into the people of this city.
And no one wants to pay for the science. They just want a quick Band-Aid reaction. This requires a scientific study.
I'm Rick Davidson on Queen Street West, Docks, Leathers, and Motorcycle Gear. I live and work here for the last 33 years. I've had people who go to reach into their mailboxes and there's used needles. They have, it's nothing safe around here anymore. You have to watch your dogs in the park. I don't like the fact that you go to the treatment center, you go around the back to the meeting place where the dealers and everything are. Then they get their drugs. They go run around to the front to the treatment center for like 2 seconds, because right at the front door they'll hand you the needles or the pipe or whatever they want. Then they run around back to the meeting place, and that's where they do their drugs. They say they don't allow it, but I've seen so many, 20 or 30 people, and they're all back there. They say they don't allow it on the premises, which is not true. They're just closing their eyes to the problem.
This area, is resting on its past laurels of being an internationally renowned and respected street, Queen Street West, the cachet that comes with that. But this is where you get now. So why are you going to be spending Yorkville dollars for this?
You can't help but notice the number of businesses in the area that have shut down, with many storefronts displaying for lease signs in their windows.
Cause Bingo opened up right after COVID. It's a wonderful Turkish restaurant, opened up by a hardworking family who wanted to make an honest go of it. And it didn't even last, 3 years? And now it's closed because the city, the councillor, and other authorities couldn't create a safe and welcoming business climate for small businesses to thrive. And I know they've had a problem due to the squalor in the area, because I've been here myself on a couple occasions where people who were in the throes of drug addiction, reeking of urine and feces, walked in here while I was dining, and other diners were here demanding free food.
You told me that this sign that says "We are closed today, see you tomorrow," you said you've seen that sign on there for how long?
Yeah, since July 1st. I came here because I wanted to eat. I saw that sign. Here we are, July 14th, 15th, Sign is still there. Look at the door around here. Look at the stainage. Look at the litter, the garbage. I mean, how could anybody have a viable business in this situation?
Right across the street from this restaurant, I observed a man throwing garbage into the middle of the street where he was sitting outside West Neighborhood House.
Thank you. He said he's feeding the nature. Oh, there you go.
How do we fix this? You start cleaning up the streets, putting more money into policing. Actually, it's not even the money in the policing. There's a lot of money in policing. It's giving the police the power and the ability to take action, because right now they're like a hands down situation, which is not a good situation for people who are residents in proximity to these occurrences.
Pay for your house, you pay for your mortgage, and then you got the people that you elect making it into a slum.
I reached out to West Neighborhood House, Parkdale Queen West Community Health Center, and local city councilor Ozma Malik to get their perspective on the current situation. As of publication, none had responded.
I understand these people need help, and they should get help.
It's been about 7 months I've been clean from fentanyl, at least. You know, like, it's good. I got housing. My life's getting better. I'm one of the few people that made it out, I feel like. There's not many people, but I definitely want to be like an inspiration for other people. I think for like a while I kind of procrastinated of getting help, and I finally hit that point where I was like, it, I'm done. So, you know, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves, right?
What advice can you give others to try and get clean?
You know what? It was a close friend of mine showed up at my at the hotel program I was at, and he completely got clean, and I seen it was obtainable, really. Like just seeing him get sober, it was like a huge inspiration for me. I did CAMH, the withdrawal management program, for like a month.
It's important to note that there are programs in the city that provide support for people who want to detox from substances, such as CAMH.
I want to thank you very much for, taking the time out of your day to come and chat with us and show us around. A big part of the reason why we came here in the first place was because of your videos and the work that you're doing at Integrity TO. So I want to thank you for that. And I know a lot of residents, a lot of business owners are very thankful for the work you're doing to shine a light on what's going on here. So yeah. Thanks again, man.
Thank you, Lincoln.